Welcome back to our 2024 subclass rankings. Today, we're going to be ranking the Druid subclasses.
Fantastic. Moving on.
Hi, I'm Anthony.
And I'm rolling.
And welcome to Twin Dragons. Welcome to our channel where we discuss everything tabletop role-playing games and more.
All right, let's knock out this druid and see where it stacks up.
All right. So for the Druid subclass, we will be starting with Circle of the Land.
Classic.
So classic, absolutely. So starting at level 3, you have to choose one type of land, right? Whenever you finish a long rest, so you have a little versatility.
Okay.
So after your long rest, you can choose the different lands. There is arid, polar, temperate, and tropical.
Okay.
So based off of what you decide, you have some spell options that are ready to go and prepared.
All right.
All right.
Rapid fire.
So, arid land, you get at level Druid level 3, Blur, Burning Hands, and Firebolt. Level 5, you get Fireball. Level 7, you get Blight.
Yep.
And level 9, you get Wall of Stone.
Okay. Yeah. Solid spells.
For Polar,
Some.
you get level 3, you get Fog Cloud, Hold Person, and Ray of Frost.
It's okay.
Level 5, you get Sleet Storm. Level 7, you get Ice Storm. And level 9, you get Cone of Cold.
Thematic.
Good. Thematic, yeah, absolutely. Temperate land, you get Misty Step,
Okay.
Shocking Grasp, Sleep. So, awesome.
Sleep's trash, but yeah, keep going.
Hey, Misty Step, man.
Misty Step's
That's
awesome.
great.
Yep.
Druid, man. Guess Misty Step. Take it. Level 5, you get Lightning Bolt. At level 7, you get Freedom of Movement. And level 9, you get Tree Stride.
Yeah. A lot of movement spells. That's fine.
Maneuverability. I mean, Lightning Bolt is not too bad there, too.
It's okay.
And then, of course, you end with Tropical Land. At level 3, you get Acid Splash, Ray of Sickness, and Web. For level 5, you get Stinking Cloud. And level 7, you get Polymorph.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And level 9, you get Insect Plague.
They're okay. Yeah,
So,
not bad. Not bad.
Already, you got some decent spells, but versatility.
Yep. Being the ability to change it per long rest is actually really good.
That's really strong. You know what you're going to be encountering the next day. You can plan, prepare, and really take advantage of that day of obstacles and challenges coming towards you.
Yep.
So.
All right. What else we got?
All right. So next we have level 3. We have Land's Aid.
Okay.
As a magic action, you can expand a use of your wild shape and choose a point within 60 feet of yourself. Vitality-giving flowers and life-draining thorns appear for a moment in a 10-foot radius sphere centered at that point.
Okay.
So, exactly. Each creature of your choice in the sphere must make a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC, taking 2d6 necrotic damage on a failed save or half. As much on a successful one. One creature of your choice in that area regains 2d6 hit points. So for the Bane, the damage, but only one person to choose for the boon, which gives you the
regardless,
points.
It gives you options to use your wild shape for something, right?
Yep.
So more options, uses of wild shapes especially for a caster type druid. You're not using wild shape as often.
It's good versatility.
Yep.
I like it.
Moving on.
All right, and of course, that damage does increase 1d6 when you reach Druid levels 10 and 14. Scales.
A little bit, but yeah.
All right, and that also includes healing, so damage and healing scales.
Yeah.
So level 6, we go to Natural Recovery. You can cast one of the level 1 plus spells that you have prepared from your circle spells feature without expending a spell slot.
Excellent.
You must finish a long rest before doing so.
So one extra spell.
One of those prepared based off of your choice becomes a free spell cast. In addition, when you finish a short rest, you can choose expended spell slots to recover. So the spell slots can, you have a combination level that is equal to or less than half of your druid level, rounded up, and none of them can be level 6 plus. So
well, more casting for a caster, so that works.
So, and that's when you finish a short rest, so you can then recover more expended for if you have like maybe 1 or 2 short rests per session.
Yeah, of course.
Right. So more spells to throw.
Yep.
All right, a level 10, you get Nature's Ward. You have immune to the poison condition, and you have resistance to the damage type associated with your current land choice in the Circle spells feature.
Okay.
So, such as for Arid, you get resistance to fire, Polar, cold, Temperate, you get lightning, and then Tropical, you get poison resistance.
Enhances the very good flexibility that you already have, knowing and being preparing for whatever what's going to come next if you're about to do an adventure in a cold place. Getting that cold resistance, that works.
Definitely a nice little buff right there for defensive purposes.
Yep.
All right, and lastly, we have the level 14, Nature's Sanctuary. As a magic action, you can expand use of your wild shape and cause spectral trees and vines to appear in a 15-foot cube on the ground within 120 feet of yourself.
Okay.
They last there for 1 minute or until you have the incapacitated condition or you die. You and your allies have half cover while in the area, and your allies gain the current resistance of your Nature's Ward while there. So now, not only you have that ward, that defense and resistance, all your allies within that 120 feet.
Okay,
So
that's good.
And as a bonus action, you can move the cube up to 60 feet within, as long as you're within 120 feet of yourself. So as your party moves, you're moving. You can move that resistance along with the rest of your group.
You know what? It's solid. It's solid. It's okay. Yeah.
And that is the land of the Druid. Or Circle of the Land.
Yeah, of course. Yep, I think it is an option that you can't go wrong with.
Yep.
Right? I'm going to give it a B. It's solid. There's nothing wrong with
There's no bad there's no bad things in this list.
Nothing's bad. Nothing's super weak or anything like that. Everything is okay to good. Good versatility. So I would give it a B, a solid B.
I'm probably going to go solid, strong B as well. Yeah. Like you said, versatility is the mother invention, right?
Yep.
Allowing you to prepare, to know what you have. Like that ability to prepare in what you're going to do next, and it can change within a long rest.
Yep.
It's really great. And of course, recovering spell slots. I mean, there's nothing to be...
Hey,
I'm
solid. Nothing's wrong with it.
Nothing's
you can't go wrong playing with it.
So
it throws it a B.
Have fun.
Yep.
All right. Let's go ahead and we're going to go into the next option of the subclass. We're going into Circle of the Moon.
Okay. Yep.
So, of course, Circle of the Moon, at level 3, you have your circle forms. You can channel your magic to assume a wild shape, granting you the benefits below. The first benefit is challenge rating. The maximum challenge rating for the form equals your druid level divided by 3 rounded down. Armor class, until you leave this form, your armor class equals 13 plus your wisdom modifier. And if that total is higher than the beast's AC. So you go by the beast AC or higher if your wisdom 13 plus your wisdom is better.
Obviously, beefing up your shapeshifting capabilities since this is focusing more on the shapeshifting.
Yep, absolutely. And then, of course, lastly, you gain temporary hit points. You gain a number of temporary hit points equal to 3 times your druid level. So absolutely just a stronger form of your wild shape.
Yeah, it obviously way different than the previous edition.
Yeah.
The first edition of 5th edition.
Yes.
So yeah, it's going to benefit more on some creatures that you're transforming to versus others. But yeah, all right.
Yeah, it's not as overpowered as the last edition.
Yeah.
The last edition was a lot stronger. This one, softened it up a little bit, but still, that's what you're looking for, that shape-shifting, wild shape druid.
Yep.
This is still going to be your go-to.
Yep.
So far.
Yep.
All right. Next, we have the level 3 Circle of the Moon spells.
Okay.
So these are your spells prepared based off your druid level. Well, starting at level 3, you get Cure Wounds, Moonbeam, and Starry Whip.
Okay.
Level 5, you have Conjure Animals. Level 7, you have Font of Moonlight.
Okay.
And level 9, you have Mass Cure Wounds.
Okay.
So, those are your spells.
Sure.
All right, and now level 6, we get Improved Circle Form. We gain the following benefits. We get a Lunar Radiance, is the first one. Each of your attacks in a wild shape form can deal its normal damage type or radiant. So change it up a little bit. You make this choice each time you hit with those attacks. So each time you're hitting...
Yeah, bypasses any type of physical resistance. Yep.
And then next is increased toughness. You can add your wisdom modifier to your constitution saving throws. So a little bit more saving throws.
Yeah, something.
All right. And that's your level 6. So.
Yeah, it's okay. Obviously, it allows your attacks to bypass resistances, which is fine.
Yeah, because if as an animal, you're just clawing, for the most part. And then when you get to those higher levels, those monsters are going to start resisting some of that slashing damage.
Yep.
All right, level 10, we get Moonlight Step. Mm-hmm. You magically transport yourself, reappearing amid a burst of moonlight. As a bonus action, you can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see, and you have an advantage on your next attack roll you make before the end of this turn. Mm-hmm. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier. You regain all expanded uses when you finish a long rest, and you can also regain uses by expanding a level 2 spell slot for each use you want to restore. No action required.
Well, okay, so obviously you're going to be in animal form more often. Your spells are being not used, right? So to pull from your pool of spell slots to be able to supplement or enhance your actual beast form works out. I think it works out. And teleportation sounds great.
Yeah, it's Misty Step for your beast.
Yep,
right.
Yeah, that works for me.
That's it. It's like a Misty Step. Yep. The advantage of it is you're also getting advantage on your attack. So if you need to get from here to there, and you have to start hitting something, you can get there fast. And then, of course, the level 2 slots, I mean, if you think Misty Step level 2, it kind of equals out.
Yeah, it does. So that works.
All right. Lastly, we're going to have level 14.
Yeah, okay.
Lunar Form. We get 2 following benefits. Mm-hmm. We get improved lunar radiance. So once per turn, you can deal an extra 2d10 radiant damage to a target you hit with a wild shape form's attack. Extra damage.
Each attack?
Yes.
Ooh, well, okay, that's good. That adds up more damage, especially when you start getting to those forms that have multi-attack and stuff like that.
Yep, absolutely. So. And then Shared Moonlight is the last feature. Mm-hmm. Last benefit. Whenever you use Moonlight Step, you can also teleport one willing creature. The creature must be within 10 feet of you. You can teleport to an unoccupied space you can see within 10 feet of your destination space.
Sure, that works. That's better.
That's your level 14.
Yeah. For a 14, I think it's good. Mm-hmm. But as your capstone for the sub job, is it great? It's more damage. So if that's what you're going for, that's fine. The extra teleport, I think, is good. It's solid. Mm-hmm. And so I think when you combine it together, I think it makes it one solid feature.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you.
Not the greatest feature, but I think it's solid.
No, I mean, but you're getting multiple features, right? You're getting 2 things instead of one, right? Yeah. You're getting the additional damage, like you said, and
we've seen some ones that just give one weak one, but
so comparatively what we've seen so far in our subclass rankings, this is actually a very solid level 14.
I say solid.
So So, what do you think?
I think overall, there's nothing in here that's outstanding, that's broken, or anything like that. There's nothing in here that's super weak or anything like that. I think it's just another solid B, right?
Yeah. Druid's showing up on these subclasses so
solid.
far.
Nothing super weak, nothing just kind of like lackluster, no flavor without any extra, oomph to it. But so I'm saying solid.
I definitely think B for sure. During the 2014 reign, it was a little bit stronger, at least on the wild shaping side, as far as the strength of the creatures that you can, choose to pick from. But as far as like utility, versatility, that just improves that capability while you're wild shape, just adds a lot more to you. So solid B.
All right, now, but is it a B over the last one, or is it a B under the lands?
I would put them the same, because here's what I'm looking at.
One's got to go ahead in a ranking. One's got to be in front of the other.
It's tough because one's for melee base and one's your spellcasting.
But I think spellcasting will always be stronger, and the ability that you now can cast more spells without expanding spell slots and refreshing your spells and all that kind of stuff. I do think that the land ekes out on top. Because spells will always be stronger. Spells are always going to be stronger. And now that you get to do more of them, right?
You're right. The spell list available for the Druids have some amazing spells that they can be thrown around. From, crowd controlling, from damaging, right? Still, even enhancing and buffing your party as well. Yep. yes, limiting yourself into the actual wild shape form, sure, does limit you on some of the other amazing things you can do as a druid, but it's still solid. So I understand where you're coming from.
Yep.
I definitely would put this as a solid B, eke it out just a little under the land, but still a great choice to go with if you're looking for that. Just want to play, jump in there, start swinging some claws and just have some fun there. So always a good choice.
Yep.
All right, we continue on to Circle of the Sea. So
a new subclass.
Yeah.
Different.
So at level 3, Circle of the Sea spells, right, that you get prepared based off of your druid level. At level 3, you get Fog Cloud, Gust of Wind, Ray of Frost, Shatter, and Thunderweave.
Okay,
that's a good. That's all.
Yeah, I'm thinking some sea storm kind of stuff.
Yeah,
so, yeah, cool.
All right, level 5, you get Lightning Bolt and Water Breathing.
Okay,
always good choices. Level 7, you get Control Water and Ice Storm. And level 9, you get Conjure Elemental and Hold Monster.
Ooh, yep.
So, all right. Moving to level 3 feature, Wrath of the Sea. As a bonus action, you can expand a use of your wild shape to manifest a 5-foot emanation that takes the form of ocean spray that surrounds you for 10 minutes. If it ends early, if you dismiss it, no action required, and then you manifest it again, or if you have the incapacitated condition. When you manifest this emanation, and as a bonus action on your subsequent turns, you can choose another creature you can see in the emanation. The target must succeed a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC or take cold damage, and if the creature is large or smaller, can be pushed up to 15 feet away from you. Determine this damage roll a number of D6s equal to your Wisdom modifier.
You know what? It's against Constitution. That's not the best thing to go up against.
Sure,
but at the same time, it's some damage. It's crowd control. Some battlefield manipulation. So that's anytime you can do stuff like that is good.
I think this is great as a if you're trying to do melee, you can be pushing some dudes away from you while doing some damage. If they're coming to you and you're trying to be the caster staying away, that ability to push creatures away from you may save the day as well. So it has a little versatility. Interesting. You're just splashing water out of you. So
I was thinking of the cranberry juice roasted spray just popping up. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Thematically, you just have to wrap it around your head and the visuals of it, but it's cool.
Pressing on.
All right. Level 6.
Yes.
We get Aquatic Affinity.
Okay.
The size of the emanation created by your Wrath of the Sea increases to 10 feet. So a little bit more, expanded out. In addition, you gain swim speed equal to your speed. So if you need swim speed. I know a little, niche a little depending on your campaign.
Sure. I'm a druid. I can just turn into an otter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but
it's okay. Sure. Okay, cool.
Sure. Okay. So next is level 10.
Okay.
Stormborn.
Okay.
Your Wrath of the Sea confers 2 more benefits while active. So the first one is flight. You gain a fly speed equal to your speed.
That works better. Okay.
Yep. And then you gain resistance. You have resistance to cold, lightning, and thunder damage.
Okay.
So that's your level 10. So fly.
Yeah.
Always solid.
Fly solid.
Resistance to 3 types of elements.
Yeah, but
cold,
they're not.
Lightning, thunder.
Depending on the campaign, this may not be used. Really.
Yep.
Not more common ones.
Yep.
Okay. So, but the fly solid. Flying is solid.
All right. Moving to the last.
I can just turn into a bird, so it doesn't matter too much. But you're flying while you're doing other stuff. Okay, that's cool. That's fine.
All right. Level 14.
Sure.
The last one. Oceanic Gift.
Okay.
Instead of manifesting the emanation of Wrath of the Sea around yourself, you can manifest it around one willing creature within 60 feet of yourself. This creature gains all the benefits of the emanation and uses your spell save DC and wisdom modifier. In addition, you can manifest around both the other creature and yourself if you expand 2 uses of your wild shape instead of 1.
Okay.
So you're giving. So imagine now you're putting this on your frontline fighter.
Sure.
Right. You got your fighter, your paladin, your barbarian. They're up there, even your rogues up there, and they're just dealing extra damage, pushing monsters away from them. Like
Sure.
you're causing a little bit of a little mayhem while doing extra damage.
Yeah, but at that level, Constitution saving throws,
Yep.
it's not gonna always hit. So it's just
Now,
a chance.
What you also have to think of is they're also gaining the benefits of the level 10 feature. Now they also have flight then.
Sure, you can give one person flight. It's one more person, right?
Yeah.
So it's just one more person, though.
So not terrible. There's some
it's
good.
Okay. It's some good stuff. It's some good
All right.
stuff.
Ranking.
So far, I'm seeing everything being okay. Nothing's being super bad, but I don't see anything game breaking. I don't see anything that takes you above the rest.
So here's what I'm thinking.
Here's my issue, right? So here's what I think. I think it's another B.
I would say there's some good features in here that definitely elevate it to a B. Is this better in certain campaigns?
Now, okay, so
now this is you're borderlining, hey, does this become better in other types of campaigns where you're having to resist cold?
If that's the case, though, that would be a detriment to me, because it doesn't give, for a base campaign, without specifying locations and stuff like that, it loses out some of that luster, right?
Yeah.
So that makes it not as good as you would like it to be, right? It has solid features in there, but overall,
I think it's a tough one. Like, could this be another B? Yes, I wouldn't put it above the moon or land. Would this be better in other campaigns? Like in certain campaigns?
I actually would put it over moon. Once again, now you're able to you're still a spellcaster, right? Whereas you are if you're a moon druid in your shapeshift, you can't cast spells as a shapeshifted druid. You know what I'm saying? So you're lessening your opportunity to cast spells as an animal in a wild shape, versus if you're just in your regular form, you're spellcasting and you're just doing extra stuff. You're using your wild shape to do other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Now, granted, I think maybe in the lower levels the moon druid does better versus the higher levels. I think the higher level the casters will always eke out better. Not eke out, they probably just do better overall. Yep. So I would actually go B, land, C, moon.
I don't know. I think I like still the moon aspect a little bit better. I think C would be over moon in if you're in a specific campaign, that some of these features would be elevated just a little bit more.
Yeah, but even the features that don't, even if you don't get those resistances because you're not in those kind of environments and stuff like that, the fly is good, right?
And then giving fly to another person
That's good.
at that higher tier,
and
right?
then they're able to push.
Save your wizard that spell slot a little bit from casting fly.
They can push creatures away, and they can do some extra damage and stuff like that. So I think it's just.
I think we'll be picking a little hairs on this one.
Yeah,
but
we're splitting.
We'll say okay, C over moon.
I think
if that's where you want to go.
I think C over moon.
But man, they're just so close. Like it depends on the campaign. It depends on your play style.
Either one, you can't go wrong with either one.
You can't go wrong with any of these three. So I mean, so far Druid's showing up. We had 3 Bs so far.
I can't complain.
Yeah,
can't complain.
All right. So let's see where the last one stacks up.
Okay.
We go to Circle of the Stars.
Okay.
So at level 3, Star Map. You create a star map as a part of your heavenly studies. All right. It is a tiny object, and it, of course, is a spellcasting focus. And while holding this map, you have Guidance and Guiding Bolt spells prepared, and you can cast Guiding Bolt without expanding a spell slot. You can cast it in a way that a number of times equal to your Wisdom modifier, and you regain all expanded uses after a long rest. So, free Guiding Bolt.
Yeah, cool at low levels, but
it
loses out later on, though.
It does in the beginning at level 3 in those lower tiers.
Sure,
pretty solid to be able to throw a few
extra spells,
guidance. Yeah, and then of course guidance being just ready, prepared. To go if needed.
Fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
All right, now you can, if you lose your map, you can perform a 1-hour ceremony to magically create it, a replacement.
Yeah, of course.
Alrighty, so, and of course, there are some flavor things, but I ain't gonna go through the flavor things on how the map looks. And
No, it's fine.
You know,
it's a
you
star
can,
map.
yeah,
Cool.
you can roll the table, or you can just pick your own.
Sure.
Flavor it how you want. It's a star map. All right, level 3.
Okay.
Starry form.
Okay.
As a bonus action, you can expand a use of your wild shape feature to take on a starry form rather than shapeshifting.
Okay.
While you're in the starry form, you retain your game statistics, but your body becomes luminous. Your joints glimmer like stars, and glowing lines connect them as a part of a star chart. So you become a constellation.
Sure.
This form sheds bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. So emanating light. The form lasts 10 minutes. It ends early if you dismiss it, no action required, or have incapacitated condition. Whenever you assume this starry form, you choose which of the following constellation glimmers on your body. Your choice gives you certain benefits while in those forms.
Okay.
So you have 3 constellations to choose from. First one is Archer. A constellation of an Archer appears on you when you activate this form, and as a bonus action on your subsequent turns while it lasts, you can make a ranged spell attack hurling a luminous arrow that targets one creature within 60 feet. On hit, the attack deals radiant damage equal to 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier.
Okay.
So
It's just a bonus action 1d8.
yeah, bonus action. So it's an addition. You can throw a little extra damage as a range.
Sure. Okay.
The next is the Chalice.
It doesn't scale, huh? All right. Not at least now. Maybe not now.
Yep.
Maybe later.
A constellation of life-giving goblet appears on you whenever you cast a spell using a spell slot that restores hit points to a creature. You or another creature within 30 feet of you regain hit points equal to 1d8 plus your wisdom modifier. So, cure you, cure you, cure
Okay,
you,
yeah.
cure me. One for you,
Just a
one
little
for me.
bonus curing.
Yeah, a little bonus cure. The next one is Dragon. A constellation of a wise dragon appears on you when you make an intelligence or a wisdom check or a constitution saving throw to maintain concentration. You can treat it as a roll of 9 or lower on the d20 as a 10.
Okay.
So good for if you're going to be if you know you're going to be doing concentration spells. Yeah. It's an instant extra on your saving throw. So
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. If because obviously a lot of druid spells actually have concentration in it. So yeah, having a form, something that helps you maintain that. Sounds
That's always good. And then I like the Archer, little
extra damage. Unless it scales later, I'm not gonna. It loses its luster.
Versatility so far. Do you want to do a little damage? You want to do a little extra healing, or do you want to be able to, be able to save better on those saving throws you have some? And the druid has some good concentration spells in their list for sure.
Yep.
All right, level 6.
Okay.
We have Cosmic Omen. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can consult your star map for omens and roll a die. Until you finish your next long rest, you gain access to a special reaction based on whether you rolled an even or odd number on that die.
Okay.
So, a little chancy.
Yeah.
But
what are the options, though?
Let's say you roll an even, you get Wheel, W-E-A-L. Whenever a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is about to make a d20 test, so any d20 test, you can take a reaction to roll a d6 and add the number rolled to that total.
No. Help people with saving throws and all that kind of stuff. All right, that works.
If you roll an odd, you get Whoa. Whenever a creature you see within 30 feet of you is about to make a d20 test, you can use your reaction to roll a 1d6 and subtract it from their total.
Okay.
You can use this reaction a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier, and you regain all expanded uses when you finish a long rest.
Okay. Hey, you know what? It's I mean,
you're changing fate.
Yep.
Right.
No, you're not changing it totally, but you're moving fate a little bit in a direction.
You're moving the needle a little here
bit,
and there,
yep,
right?
Yep.
Solid for giving very utility based, right? So.
Yeah. Both sides of the die is good. You're both useful in either way. Not bad.
And I love that it's a D20 test. It's not when to make just an attack or
no.
just a saving.
It gives
throw.
you more opportunities.
More opportunities. So you really got a lot you can use it for.
Yep.
So it's pretty solid.
Yeah, I think so.
Level 10.
Okay.
You get Twinkling Constellations. The constellations of your starry form improve.
Okay.
The D8 of the archer and the chalice becomes a 2D8.
Okay.
And while the dragon is active, you have a flying speed of 20 feet and can hover. Moreover, at the start of each of your turns while in the starry form, you can change which constellation glimmers on your body. So now you can actually change on each of your turns on what constellation.
Is there a limitation to how many times you can change? No. Much better. Much better. Now we're talking. Versus.
But again, it's at the start of each of your turns.
Yeah, sure.
So you can't change it in the middle of your turn, but at every turn you can say, "Hey, what do I need right now?"
Yep.
And I'm going to change to that form.
Hey, that works for me. So great versatility.
Great versatility. Mm-hmm. So all right, level 14, last one. Full of stars. While you're in starry form, you become partially incorporeal, giving you resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Basic resistances.
That's it.
Oh, man. At that high level, you're not going against, like, little dudes. A lot of them are going to have magical weapons, maybe by then.
Yeah, level 14.
It's okay. It's still okay.
It's okay, just not at that level. You're really not getting much out of that.
Yeah, no, you will. It's just not going to be. There's going to be more opportunities where they will bypass that. So
yeah. So I mean,
Yep.
All right. So that's it.
Okay.
So what'd you think?
Very versatile. I like it. Man, the ability to change. See, here's the thing: like the land druid, you have the versatility, but you have to know what you're going to get into ahead of time.
Yep.
Because you have to do it through your long rest. Where this, by the time you hit the level 10, you can change it on the fly.
Yep.
Every turn. Yeah. Right? Now, granted, they're not big changes.
Yeah, small, minor. Hey, this next turn I want to do a little extra damage. Hey, this next turn my team needs a little extra healing because we're getting a little hurt, right? Next turn I want to fly away.
Yeah, or I need to hold my concentration, right? So.
Yep.
You know what? I think super solid. Nothing's game breaking or anything. Nothing's crazy wild, takes you above everybody else. But I think I would put it on the top of my B. I would put it on the top of my B. Really close to the land. The fact that land gives you more spells to cast.
Yep.
Just kind of dampers it.
Yeah, but the versatility of the spell list. All right.
Yeah.
It's a solid B again. Man, like they did Druid some really good work.
All we're saying is,
here.
hey, you're gonna have a good time playing this and any of these subclasses.
Absolutely. As far as where I put this, I don't know. It's hard for me. Like I don't know if I could put this above land still. This gives you a lot of versatility, but so did land. Land gave you a lot of great options with your spells.
It gave you stronger versatility, but more limited to the fact that you had to do it on your long rest. Where this was the versatility is not as strong, but
you got more versatility.
You could do it more often. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You could do it more on the fly.
But then what am I getting? I'm just getting a little extra damage here, a little extra healing here.
Whatever is needed.
Yeah, but
like I said, it's not as strong.
More versatility versus something that's gives you a little bit more stronger. Does it truly elevate it over, or does that still make it even though?
You know what? Maybe we'll have to make an exception and put these two at a tie.
I mean, it's hard to say. In the end, I would definitely put this B plus right there with land.
It would depend on the campaigns. Some campaigns, the game master gets you through so many battles before you even get to a long rest, or it takes so long to get to a long rest. Versus some game masters, it's like, oh, long rests are like nothing. Like every two battles,
you
get a long rest. So you know what I'm saying? So
it just depends. Yeah. So man. So that's our final rankings for the Druid.
Druid overall, the subclasses, solid. Nothing's too weak sauce.
Yep.
Nothing's too super strong though.
Yep.
So I think, you know what? Like we said before, the B ranking gives you the fact that, hey, you're gonna have a good time no matter what you play.
Yep, absolutely. And we have seen it, like anybody who chooses, even at our own table, whenever we have a druid at our table, like they are a pitch hitter. They have something up their sleeve. They have versatility. I mean, there's a lot of great things that a druid brings, and these subclasses just continue to elevate that druid.
Yep.
So, yeah,
all right.
Can't go wrong.
Nope. All right, well, comment down below. Let us know what you think. Tell us which druid do you think would be the top contender for subclass druid.
Yeah.
Right?
And if you like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, as we have a lot more content coming out soon. Until then, see you next time.